What y'all think about this? Should Trey Murphy care more about his role or the money?
Well,
You must know that first. Can't nothing and nobody fade what we trying to do and what we about to do. Second thing is, we got this game on our level. You understand what I'm saying?
Welcome to another In Space. Got my dog Lito here. Got Crystal Hot Sauce here. Got pretty much everybody that's supposed to be here. Buku Media, all the good people. I don't know why he think he Roy Jones right now. That's an old ass name. Maybe let's go like Canelo or something.
you old, dog. Nah,
We
you
gotta
old.
make it.
You old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for the first person for me to think of, like for that to be like Canelo. I mean, Roy Jones is like insane, and I feel
This
out
man
of
is
touch.
stuck in 1998.
Yeah, that's yeah. Y'all must have forgot. But yo, should Trey Murphy care more about his role or the money? Now look, we did a show. Well, it don't matter because you're here at this point. So I mean, you clicked on the show. So I mean, we got your attention. So you here now. So I want to break this down to like a regular level, like like it's just you and me, like Kanye would say, and basically, we've been having a bunch of different conversations about what the Pelicans should do, what moves they should make, what moves they shouldn't make, and one of the interesting caveats in this whole conversation is Trey Murphy. Like, Brandon Ingram, a possible Brandon Ingram trade could have a big influence on whether or not Trey Murphy's in the starting lineup upcoming. If Ford dude is about to make $100 million, that brings a question: what should he care about if he has to come off the bench again? Does it matter as much if he's making the money that he's about to make? So what should he care about more? His role on the team or the bag that he's about to make? Lito, you had a comparison to another player that just got traded and his situation.
Yeah.
Why he got traded and what that, how that compares to Trey Murphy. What are your thoughts? And then I'll follow up.
Yeah, what's up, man? How you doing today? You good?
I just want you to ask.
It's crazy, man. It's men's mental health month. Make sure your mental's right, guys. Yeah, man. So look, man, people might think this is a trivial show based on, what I'm saying, you possibly getting $100 million. There ain't no way about it. He getting $100 million. And one would think, I would be okay with the money. What we just witnessed the other day was a team get in a position where they had to trade a young guy that they drafted, not because they didn't necessarily even want to trade him. You witness Josh Giddey be traded from OKC to Chicago based on the fact that Sam Presti said Josh Giddey wanted to be a starter and could not see himself coming off the bench for next season. And it got me thinking. I text Chris this. I was like, I know we of course we did a Trey Murphy show, but it's kind of like, if that's the case, that guy just had, a deep playoff run with his team. He played meaningful minutes, but in his eyes, I think he's like 23 years old. In his eyes, that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough for him. And he's likely, going to be paid. He's probably maybe not getting 100 million like Trey, but still, I think maybe it's the foolishness of youth in Josh's case. But in my eyes, I think it's a conversation because for Trey, he's a better player who could possibly have a bigger role on the team. Does not starting make a difference to him? I don't know the answer to that question. For me personally, if you're asking me, I'm gonna take the bread. I really wouldn't care what the role is. You just you steal the money, like you ski mask that and make sure the check clear. Now after that, you know what I'm saying. I think, Chris, the answer for me is I think it's dependent on the success of the team. If I'm Trey and I'm looking at what's going on in front of me, let's say Brandon doesn't move, let's say no real moves are made, and I sign this deal, and the team is not successful, and I'm coming off the bench still, I probably got a problem with that.
Okay, so this why I'm here, because I could break this down and break it down into like a human level, for even like simple enough to whether even you could comprehend and understand. And this time it don't involve math.
Why you what? That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, so
Well, let's do it.
that was rude. Oh, okay, you put your glasses on, so you ready? You smart now?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
And I'm pushing P. Let's go.
Why do you have that handy? Why is that there? Just ready. Why is that available?
Because when you get ready to push P, you don't
Oh,
pull out your handy dandy. You don't pull out
never
your handy dandy.
never mind.
Your book.
No, never mind. That was my fault. That was my fault.
I'm saying you want to
I
ask.
shouldn't have. I shouldn't have asked that. All right. So let's say like you at your job, right?
Yeah.
And let's say you due for a promotion.
Yes, sir.
Your boss been telling you like you up next. We working on the paperwork. We getting it together, whatever. And like a raise coming with that, huh?
It better.
So So then let's say, and it's all hypothetical because he could still get his promotion of sorts. But let's say your boss come back to you and say, you know what, it's not in the cards. Right now I thought it was, but we gotta wait a little bit longer. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but we gotta wait a little bit longer. But look, here's what I'm gonna do for you. I value your work. I value what you're doing. I don't want to lose you. You deserve this. So I'm gonna pay you what you would have got in your promotional role. Like, what you would have got in your managerial role and your leader role, whatever it is, I'm going to pay you that. But in the meantime, you've got to keep the same title that you got now. I can't give you the title just yet, but it's coming. What would you say?
I personally, I would take the deal.
Mm-hmm.
I think in this case, I need to know. I think for Trey, I would need to know the minutes allocation though. I would need to know how is that. Am I playing? Am I okay? Because this is the thing. I don't have to be a starter, but will I still play starter minutes? Like I'm coming off the bench, cool, right? But my minutes, am I seeing 25 to 30 a night? That's what I need to know.
100%. 100%. 100%. You're just literally not in the starting lineup, but you're gonna get starter minutes. You're gonna close. You're gonna play some minutes. You're gonna play some games starting anyway by default. You know the history of this team, but I just can't make you a starter full time when everyone's healthy.
Okay.
Just
I would
yet.
say I would say if that's the case, I would say yes. I'd be inclined to take that deal. I feel like at this point in my life, being a young Trey, what, 24, 25?
Nah, he ain't that old. Goddamn.
Oh,
How
I'm
old you
sorry.
think he is?
I ain't mean the age of Trey. I'm
Damn.
sorry. I'm sorry, Trey.
Damn. He like Trey like 20. Nah, well, no, you might be right. No, hold on. When he was drafted, he was 21. What year we going into? 4?
Yeah.
He might be 24.
Why you trying to play me like I ain't? He 24
My
years
bad,
old,
God.
man.
God
He's,
damn. I mean, I said, but I
damn.
corrected myself. I mean, all right, now hold on. Oh, you.
Hey, look, if things get shaky, I'll park it, son. So if I'm okay, I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way that you talk. Surprised you sent that feature request. You know we got some shit to address. Hey, look, but if I'm Trey, you giving me 25, you giving me 25 to 30. I'm playing
Excuse
starter
me?
minutes. Huh?
Huh?
Oh, what happened?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm basically being a starter. I'm being treated like a starter while not starting the game. I don't have a problem with that. I'm probably gonna have the same opportunities all-star weekend wise, you know what I'm saying? 3-point contest, slam dunk contest if I choose to do so again. Um, I'll be cool with that. I'll be cool with that. At 24. But here's the thing. I need to know how much longer is this gonna be a thing?
Yep.
Because look,
Yes. Yep.
yeah,
But
it get repetitive. It get repetitive, and the thing is this: you can't tell me, guys. At the end of the day, like people dream about being a starting player in the NBA.
mm-hmm.
So at some point, the nuance of the technicalities, I'm gonna be like,
you
nah.
you gonna be like, huh?
I'm gonna be like, nah.
Mm.
It's nothing like
No, I
having your
mean,
name called out in the starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing like that.
that's real. And I think he could also break it down from a basketball perspective, just knowing his importance, specifically next to Zion Williamson. And we talked about it, I think it was a Sunday show. It was a show we talked about where, you know,
Hmm.
when everybody was healthy and Trey was coming off the bench, the first sub that would take place would be Trey for Zion. It's like, and you gotta know, like, them two dudes need to be on the floor together as much as possible. They can't be subbing out for each other. Like, you gotta be thinking about attaching those two guys' minutes have as much as possible. And if you really want to break it down from a basketball point, if he walked in the office tomorrow and he say, "Yo, y'all about to sign me to an extension. Zion, he's in his extension, locked up for multiple years down the line. Who's more important in what you're doing for him right now, currently on the roster than me today?"
Chris, I don't mean to cut you off. I don't mean to cut you off.
Time out. I hate when niggas say that because they
Nah,
100%
I'm
mean to
lying.
cut you
I'm
off.
lying. Nah, I'm lying. I was thinking that's why I laughed. Like, nah, I really didn't care I cut you off. To be honest, like I ain't really care.
You definitely meant to cut me off, and I respect that. Just say that. I'm
Yeah,
cool with that.
yeah, yeah. You know, fuck you.
I'd rather you, yeah, exactly. I'd rather you say, I
Yeah,
mean to cut you off.
yeah, yeah. Nah,
Excuse me,
like,
or like something like that. Go ahead.
nah, like we was in the intersection. I ain't even blow my horn. I just cut in front of you. Like I ain't even
If,
really
just
like.
say that. Say
Yeah,
that then.
yeah. You right. You right. So look, check this out. Check this out. I didn't want that me off. That's crazy. Like I was just like, all right.
Nigga just told me off like clean. Nigga just said fuck you, like cut you off, whatever, and try.
What's up, man? Like it's all about being a good human.
Go ahead,
Hey,
man.
the thing is this. You say that like you talk to if you try you talking to whoever you talking to. I have multiple questions about that. Like, for one, why you gotta do that? Like, why do you have
I
to
feel
do
that.
that? It's professional. It's a head coach with assistant coaches who are getting data from good people in the front office. They have
Are they?
analytics guys. Well, I can tell you this: they have analytics guys. People are handing people information.
Okay.
We not seeing we not ever looking at the we not looking at the files and why do we have to be why do you have to tell me this or why does Zion have to tell me this? But I will say this is the point I was trying to make. I wish Trey and I wish Zion were more of an asshole. I want them to be I want them to be a lunatic as far as like just being a jerk. You know what I'm saying? Like just be a just be more demonstrative in your actions and your words because like you talk this is the core, right? This is the core going forward. Zion has to be specifically for real. Zion has to be for one, he got to be accountable. Let's start that. It's
Yep.
not a Zion show, but he got to be accountable. and you and I have had conversations with Trey's dad, and we talked about attitude and
Shout
demeanor
out to
and
Kenny.
things like that. Yeah, shout out to OG Mr. Kenny. I would love for him to have that type of mindset of like, I'm not even asking y'all. Give me me. This is what it needs. This is what it is. This is what it need to be.
And you know what, though, Lito, I think for some people that come with um acknowledgement, that comes with, and in a lot of ways, this contract extension that Trey's about to get is a form of acknowledgement, saying you earn this. This is your value. We clearly value you as this. The last Sunday show, Justin asked a question that a fan of the show asked, and they asked, who would you value more today? Who's more valuable, Herb Jones or Trey Murphy? And I
Mm-hmm.
said Trey Murphy. But I said the crazy part about that is that Herb Jones has outplayed Trey Murphy through, like, they came in the league together from their rookie year till now. Trey Murphy's outplayed him, but Trey Murphy is going to be a more valuable player financially as we currently stand. The extensions of sorts are going to tell you who's more valuable. The market tells you that. So, I think in Trey's case, he gets the chance now to even look at like who he's been rooting. One of his better friends on the team, Herb Jones. Like, he been rooting for him to be first team all defense and all of that, so on and so forth. But now he's about to even surpass him when it comes to um importance on the team financially and in the books. And I think when you're having that conversation, then at that point, and I think by the time we're talking Trey Murphy's extension being signed or being fully offered officially, the Brandon Ingram situation is going to already been figured out. Whether that means he's back on the team or whether that means he's traded, whatever the case may be, you're going to know where that ends at. No matter what you
Mm-hmm.
feel about CJ, CJ is still a short-term answer. He is not a long-term solution for this team going forward. So when we're talking about the points of emphasis, Trey Murphy's up there when it comes to the future. So I'm hoping that this contract extension for him, for such a mild mannered dude, for a dude that had to work to get to where he's at, for a dude that did not believe at one point when he entered college that he would be here. He may have worked for it, he may have put in the time and the work, but his realization about where his career was going wasn't 100% here. So I'm hoping now that reality will kick in for a dude with his personality, for a dude that is moving the way that he is, can say, all right, now I'm here. I'm one of the more important parts of the team. The contract and the investment matches it. This is what I need y'all to do anymore. I'm not asking. This is what I need.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I co-sign everything you said, unfortunately. But I think it's important that the Pelicans, they keep the main thing, right? Like Herb has a role. Herb is an important guy.
Yeah.
Trey has a role though that look, and I say this not to diminish Herb. You can get defense from a lot of places in the NBA. You can't get shooting from it.
Uh-huh.
You can't get you can't now here's the thing. You can't get shooting, and you more so can get less of shooting and athleticism at the same time from
Mm-hmm.
somewhere. So um the modern form of basketball Trey is really important in. And
Yeah.
listen, he keeps working on his ball handling and playmaking and defense. You could it's gonna be some questions that need to be answered at some point. Um, but I mean, that's really all I got, man. Make sure you keep your whoops and the wops. That's all. That's all. That's it, man.
Do your homework about your whoops and your wops. But look, I feel like and there's gonna be a fraction of people that don't even believe Trey's worth the money that he's about to get paid. We've had conversations with folks, and we've seen it in the comments. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The people that don't believe that Trey's worth $100 million because of what he can't do when it comes to a creation standpoint. But I do
Before
think
you,
yeah, go
I'm sorry.
ahead.
No, no, no. Finish your thought. Finish your thought.
No, I mean, I think that with this investment, hopefully this is signaling. Like once you pay somebody $100 million, even if it's 90, but I mean, we all feel like when we heard it's gonna be $100 million. You know, once you pay somebody $100 million, that's saying you're a very important part of our team. So I'm hoping when we're talking airspace, when we're talking creativity, when we're talking freedom, I'm talking that from top to bottom brings that level of freedom, because I do think he needs that. And I think we started to see some of that in the playoffs a little bit. He was limited in what he could do because his game from a dribbling and a creation standpoint isn't there. He took some steps forward, I would say, passing the basketball. Defensively, he was much better. He knows. I talked to his dad about this. He knows that a next step, if there is another level that Trey's going to reach, is his ability to create. Because look, where his game is right now, playing with Zion Williamson, if Trey is in the starting lineup, and I'm really truthful when I say this, in this league, Trey can average 18 to 20 points. He can get it easily. He can get it off putbacks. He can get it in transition. He can get it threes in transition. He can get spot ups. He can get that. People don't think about it that way. He can literally do that with his skill set today with what he has. He adds to it. Him adding to it is affecting the assists. It's affecting how he gets to the free throw line. It's adding to that number. I really believe that from what I've seen, because I've seen him do it. I've seen him do it. Shout out to ARAB. Free ARAB.
Nah, keep him away.
Okay. All right, cool. So, I think now we just talking about how do you build off of that? How do you build off of that? And even if you think it's not 18 to 20 and you think it's 15 to 17, that's saying a lot about the player that you got with his potential defensively and the type of athleticism that he has. That person in this league, we talked about this other day. Jaden McDaniels was averaging 10 to 11 points, 4 rebounds, couple assists, really, really amazing defender. He got paid $145 million, something like that. The market, the game is the game, man. Like, crack rock sell itself. It's up to you if you a dealer to figure out what you're going to pay, what you're not going to pay.
Okay, hold on.
The market.
Okay. Hey, look, before we end the show, I just want to say one thing about what you just said. You said
about the crack rock?
No, I was gonna leave that alone. Shout out to you though. Shout out to you. I think that Jalen Rose. Shout out to Jalen Rose. I miss Jalen Rose on TV. He was really good at his job. You said people gonna feel like he's not worth whatever specific amount of money he gets. Jalen Rose says all the time, your worth is the ability that you have to negotiate the money you get. If you not, it doesn't matter what you feel like you're worth. What is your worth? What can you show your worth is, right? So if you don't understand, if you don't understand Trey's value in the NBA, I think you should, if you're a Pelicans fan, that is, you should start looking at teams outside of the Pelicans and see how they value shooting, people who can space the floor on their teams. You could even, like, really, if you just look at the finals that just happened and you take a look at how pretty much, I want to say Boston is like a one-off, because not many teams can play Luka and Kyrie one-on-one. But specifically, if you just look at how Derrick Jones' shooting was needed, if you look at Tim Hardaway's shooting was needed versus Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard, in those particular situations, like, the spacing for them is the thing that won the game. Like, Tatum didn't have, these great scoring games, but he got the shooters involved, and Brown was able to pretty much take advantage of the mismatches. So when you talk about worth, it's like, what lens are you looking through it from? You got to be specific about that.
And I think, especially when you younger, man, if you get signed to a contract, they not paying you based off of just simply what you are today. They pay you off what they think you're gonna be. They pay
Mm-hmm.
you off what they think that you will evolve into. Because don't get it twisted. The people that's paying you, they're looking for they looking for a steal too. They looking
Absolutely.
for like you know what I'm saying? The Pelicans
Absolutely.
sign Herb Jones hoping like yo, he's valuable today. And this is what we think he's worth. But we hoping by year 3 or year 4, like this contract is worth way more than what we gave him today. Like we didn't got a steal. They feeling that way a year into the deal. You know what I'm saying? So that's a part of any contract for your value to be to completely like, like no one wants to depreciate an asset. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
no one does. No one does. It's no different in in sports when you're giving these contracts. You want the contract to age well. And I think even for the Pelicans, the deal that they give Trey just isn't about today and what he's worth. It's about what you feel like he's going to grow into years down the line. And no matter what that role, what his role consists of for him, where he came from, I think the financials for right now should be what's most important. He's gonna close games. He's gonna get he's gonna get the minutes, and I think he should start. I think they should find a way to start him this year. But if they do not,
Mm-hmm.
yo, you got the bag for right now. If you can't start for another year, it's fucked up. It is what it is. But I'm with you. At some point, demand. Some point, go in there and make it clear how this shit gonna go from now. From here on. Like I
Oh,
think it's
right, right.
what I mean. You earn that. You earn that in the truth and how the league is moving. So um,
Hold up.
yo,
Before you end the show, let me just say this one thing. I just want to say this specifically to Trey. Trey, absolutely what Chris said. Everybody's got a number that they need to reach. Everybody's got a boss, right? In that particular sense of the word. I would tell you this: Herb Jones is underpaid. That's all I'll say about that.
It's all about athletes and athletics. We controlling this shit, and that's how we feel from the heart.
from the heart. All right, y'all. From the heart. It's myself. It's Ricky Spanish. We'll holler
Ole.
at y'all. I hope y'all been watching all the different shows we've been putting out. I hope y'all been doing the numbers. Y'all been doing the Googles. Y'all been doing your homework. You know what I mean? Y'all been doing the knowledge. Because by the time this show come out, it's gonna be another show that came out, another show after that, another show after that. Then 2 or 3 more shows after that. We not.
We zone out, you dig, and just appreciate how it came and thank God for the blessings.
I played that a little bit too early, but it really don't matter because we out here. Peace out, y'all.